Pretty much laughing at Kristin at this point. She's like
attempting to reconnect.
Callie kitty.
Meow. Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, thank God, because I cannot have this in front of me. That is not a
Okay, now we're getting something.
Ooh.
Callie kitty.
Meow.
Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, good. Now we're there. My greasy ass hair falling down over my shit. I just got done with the fucking... I just got done with a fucking gig at the Garden City Pier.
Listen, I'm still wearing the same makeup and hair as last night from
Well
my
done.
date.
Well done. How was it?
It was great. It was great. I woke up and him hovering over my bed and I punched him in the face. So yeah, it was great.
I can't believe you just said that.
Hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. I took a guy, we went on a date, and I drove him home, and he fell asleep in his car, and woke up to him hovering over my bed, and I punched him in the face.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking.
I know, Kelsey, I told you to lock it up.
Sorry, what can I say? I like to hover over beds.
Like a helicopter.
No, more like a
They have
blimp.
songs for that.
More like a blimp. just
Makes you
excited
stay
to be
brave.
there. Hello, YouTube world. We are still doing a little bit of sharing here. This isn't... If anybody watches it within the first day or so, they'll get to catch all of that thing, but that will come later.
Can't wait.
That's right. Hashtag podcast, hashtag Myrtle's Inlet. If you can hear it, it's working. Hashtag Myrtle's Inlet, hashtag talk, hashtag Marsh Walk, hashtag creepy shit, hashtag what else? Let's
Fucking
think of some fun
Just
hashtags.
Kristin Kardashian.
Cut. You know that's my favorite word. Cut's my favorite word.
Contress is a good one. Because you can be a contress.
Absolutely.
What up, Pyramid Kevin 7? Oh my.
No,
Right?
not you.
Ooh.
Not you. You can't be a contress. I'm just saying.
Pyramid.
Yo,
Yo,
yo.
yo, yo, what up?
What are you watching?
Oh,
Are you watching us? Fuck you bitches, dude. You better fucking take that shit off right now. You suck my dick right. Oh my god.
whip it out.
I will totally whip it out right fucking now.
Kevin, this is life, buddy.
Sorry.
This is how it works.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
Kevin.
no. Am I calling me Kevin? Fuck y'all.
No, it's not fucking Home Alone. You're not fucking Home Alone. We're not leaving you alone by yourself. This
No,
is
but I'm watching
Pyramid.
I am such
Silly.
a lesbiana.
That's right. That's right.
I am a contress, lesbianas.
Well, so am I.
Just make sure
That I'm not a super contress?
that you're on the mic when you're talking.
Yeah, well, I'm just talking.
She can't
I'm just
stop
talking.
watching herself.
I was like, you bitches. Oh, and I have my finger. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to go back to this.
Yep, do it. Hey, Kelsey, what do you want to talk about?
Well, we're not in it yet. That's what I was saying. With this part will burn. This part will not be there, and this is where we get the link to the video so that we can share and tell all the people on Facebook to optimize and maximize the amount of people who are watching.
I can't wait.
Why would you want to do that?
And
Scene.
And
that's right, brother Kevin. We're gonna talk about some creepy shit. Gonna talk
It
about
is
some
about to
creepy
be
shit
that
today.
yeah, it is fucking Halloween time. It's
It's
fucking
about to be that
hocus pocus
time.
time.
I'm going to miss your, like, reads.
Fuck it, I'll share it on the other page later.
Every time, like, and I know I'm not talking in the face thing, but I do miss your reads.
We still hear you.
Yeah, just
I was just talking to Blair.
know that now there are more people listening than just us.
Kevin's
So it
listening.
happened. It's happening.
And not just him, but everybody who listens in the future is going to hear this. Everyone for all time.
I appreciate your honesty.
Now that I know that Kevin's listening, I just want to do the fucking Home Alone shit. Kevin. That's all I want to do.
That's right, Kevin. But now this is the actual intro, so this is where it gets real.
If you like stuff, then check out the MI Stuff podcast with Mr. Kelsey Hudgins. He's a fella.
Live from the Screwball Whiskey Studios, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Brother Norm, who's blocked me on fucking Twitter, said it best. He's a fella! And I sure am, but guess who isn't a fella? Who isn't a fella? Miss Blair and Miss Kristin, who are here with us today to talk all kinds of fantastic, creepy shit. Whatever we want to talk about. Not just creepy shit. The fucking lotion basket.
My child does that when he gets out of the bathtub now.
Time to cancel that.
I like that button.
See, we're gonna have all kinds of crazy
We
shit.
don't
You
have
want
the
to talk
power of
about
the
that?
button.
It's the only
We
button.
just have the power of the pussy, not the power of the button.
So are you like Howard Stern?
Well, today we are, and you guys are my quivers.
It's Robin.
So she's always underrated.
She's the best.
Very much so underrated. So, for the audio folks who are just now getting to hear this, I encourage you to go check out the YouTube channel at Kelsey Hudgins and subscribe there so you can see the bonus content that audio folks don't get to see at the very beginning.
Just bonus content?
That was it. That was bonus content right there. That was it. So, yes, indeed. The YouTube folks have already met our guests today. The very first podcast that I ever recorded, you were in that room,
Yep.
Blair. And Kristin was you were on one like pretty
in
close.
the corner?
She was in maybe like
Episode 2.5 or
5.
something like that.
I'd say 5.
Was it?
I give it a solid
Okay.
5 episodes.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
So yeah,
Definitely in the late hours of the morning when we left.
So
yeah.
would you be in the zombie apocalypse with me?
Right now I'm busy.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, like... in the
Hypothetically, fuck yeah, I think
I
we're
mean,
all,
like,
well, I don't know if we have a
eat
choice.
you. I would eat you.
Well, I would be very, very good eating.
I know.
I would be. I've made sure of that.
But
Grain fed.
No, I would never actually eat you.
Aw,
I've
that's
got
so
to stop
sweet.
talking. What? Why are people recording us right now?
Because this is the way God wanted it to be.
yeah,
You know
this
what?
is how
You know,
it
if
is.
anything gets in the way, just tell them to move.
Because you would totally be in my top 5. There's certain people that I'm not gonna say names.
I'm burying the fuck out of them bodies.
Well,
I'll just cremate them.
I
There's
would
no DNA and
totally-
ashes.
I would kill with you. That's the kicker. If you would kill with somebody
Yeah.
and then bury the body.
But you know what?
That's a double dope. Like,
But I'd have to
murder.
ct my hair and shave and all that stuff.
No,
Because
you
you can't.
don't.
Yeah,
no,
you
you
can't
don't.
leave behind no
Because
fucking
you
evidence.
never
I
know where the
shed.
body is. Dude.
I shed.
Okay.
I've watched Dexter. I know how this shit works.
Yeah, well, he had a boat, but listen, it
Boats and
obviously.
hoes?
See, again, I'm talking about how to bury a body with people. I'm not gonna say any names, but
How to
there's
bury a
about
body.
5.
With
Kristin.
Kristin O'Leary.
Welcome to hell. I'm
But
your host, Kelsey
If
Hudgins.
you're fucking Kristen, you're fucking alive.
Yeah, by the way.
Because I am not going today, Satan.
Not today, Satan.
Not today,
Okay, I'm
Satan.
done. I'm
Oh,
done.
does it look like I punched somebody? Does it look like I hit somebody?
It does. That's why I asked you. I was like, did Kelsey get in a fight tonight? Like,
I didn't get in no fight.
manly. Yeah. Just.
Yes, I throw left hook like a motherfucker.
You should see the other guy. His face looked destroyed.
Yeah. So what's funny is I was like trying to step over my cart there at the bottom of the steps, and I tried to step over. My flip flop got caught in the lip of the cart, and I just ate shit going up the steps.
You should just tell people you got in a fight. Because it looks like you did. It looks like you really fucked a bitch up.
This guy came up and said, "Hey man, y'all play any Luke Bryan?" And I said, "Motherfucker."
I thought it was Wagon Wheel, but sure. Luke Bryan's just as bad.
Oh, you know what? I'm not looking at the chat. Oh, Kevin, I see you there. O'Leary is my maternal grandmother's maiden name. How about that?
Kevin.
Oh, well, that is amazing.
Maybe,
I realized I didn't have a chat
maybe
open
you
up.
are related.
Really aided? Maybe you guys are really aided.
Maybe you're related.
Maybe you guys are really aided. So,
Are you forgetting I'm on TV? I can't tell you what I really think, sir.
Yeah,
Because if I told you what I really think, I would not have it on.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
okay. Uh-oh.
you know what? That's a fair point.
You know,
So,
you can't really say things.
well, that's why I like the thought of everybody in the world could be watching, just because that polices what I think and say. And I have a hard time, y'all probably know this, I have a hard time not saying what I think.
Yeah.
Like, I have a really hard time
My
not.
face does that too. So
Yeah, my
No,
mouth
it
doesn't
just
say the truth, my face will. But
Your
but
face says a lot.
I try to be honest. I try to be as straight down the middle as I fucking can. Bullseye right there. I don't want to have no dogs coming after me. Hellhounds on my trail. I don't want that to be. I just want to wake up in the morning and just have good days all the time. That's all I want to do. Get a package and have this guy say, "Mr. Hudgins,
Yes.
it's time to get up."
Freaking
This is
with
great.
me. This is great.
Why are you can cuss. You
Oh,
can
thank
say
you.
fuck.
No, I don't feel like I can because, again, what he goes with,
Why?
I don't feel like I can because it's going to be on TV.
This is
You
it.
can't
It's on
always
YouTube.
say what you want.
Here's the thing.
You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometime, you just
No,
may
you
find.
can't always say what you want.
Well, I feel like it's easier to say what you want if you remove anything negative out of your body, like out of your mentality. Like if you flush yourself of anything that could be bad, like if you flush yourself of anything that could come across as negative completely, then you don't ever have to worry about what you of you.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's like, are you talking like scary movies? Like,
Sort
I think
of.
that's
or
like,
like
real
where you're like,
life.
or like Green Mile.
I'll cheer him up. I'll give him a
Or
boost.
it's like,
And he just
oh,
sucks
just
the
takes
mobs
all
out of
the
people.
shit out of you. Because Danny's about the Green Mile. is
Tired,
shit.
boss. Dog tired.
What about your roll tide? You're gonna beat up on fucking South Carolina.
Dog tired. My dad's got 2 tickets and he can't go. But I think he's got rid of them already. But he called me the other day and was like, "Is there any way you think you can get off and go to this game? Because I ain't gonna be able to go." I was like, "Man, I'd love to, but no. Like this is like last hoorah before the season's over. I got to get what I can get now,
Yeah.
so I can't
And
do it."
plus, why do you want to watch that? You're gonna fucking destroy South
Yeah,
Carolina.
you know who said that before last time? Everybody. And it fucking went so bad. I told him, I was like, it's probably good neither one of us can go because every time either one of us go to a fucking game, we lose.
Well, then don't go.
Right? I
I'm
told him.
superstitious. Yeah.
So I'm very superstitious. Shout out Stevie Wonder watching us live on YouTube. Zing.
But Zing, that's
Zing. All right, so let's get to these fine audio people have been listening to us ramble long enough. So we were talking, and me and Blair used to do this podcast together called Sunset Grill, which is kind of.
we're gonna bring it back, people.
Yeah,
we're
we
bringing
will.
it back. We're gonna bring it back. We are slowly but surely. We're bringing it back.
And we were talking about all kinds of weird shit on Sunset Grill, where we mostly, and I will say this, Noah Byrne has loved Noah Byrne to death. He's been on here several times. He was on Epstein from day one.
Oh yeah.
Like he had all that shit. He knew about all that shit before anybody else. So like, I don't know before anybody else, but he was on that shit early on. And a lot of shit that Sunset Grill covered has been proven correct. But yeah, most of that shit's happened by now. So
the Clintons are crazy.
don't fucking do that. Don't fucking do that.
Don't cross the Clintons. Don't do it.
You know how that works.
You'll die. Die.
They ain't taking no chances.
They're fucking. Damn, Gina.
They don't work.
They getting spaceships out there. They getting spaceships to take us out.
Yeah. What's more Hillary than Bill? Because Bill's just retarded. So.
Well, yeah. Those people can do what they want, but I ain't gonna.
Let's be honest. Hillary wears some pants in that relationship.
Okay.
And one time at band camp.
So,
Yeah,
before we go too far down that thing and end up all on
that was great.
In the obituary column of the South Strand.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Don't kill me, Hillary. I'm just kidding. I love you.
Yeah, we're just
Pick you up.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Well, safer than a tube sock.
Safer than a tube sock. So, in the Sunset Grill, we talked about all that creepy shit like that. We sort of, I don't know if I just out of habit see you just the creepy shit because you said you wanted to like look over some like just send some random shit back and forth. We wanted to talk about creepy shit, and I just went through creepy Reddit. Like I just went through creepy Reddit and like picked like 4 or 5 things that jumped out at me.
No, my favorite is a woman who's recently divorced. Hey, let's tell my wife, close your eyes. I have a gift for you, and then you fucking stab her in the neck. This guy in London.
Spoiler alert, guys. That's how it ends. That's the big reveal.
But she drove herself to the hospital. She survived it. She drove herself to the hospital, but she sat there. This happened in London. The guy was like 34 years old. He literally told his wife to close his eyes. He's like, I have a surprise for you. Close your eyes. And he thought he put like a washcloth over her eyes or something. And he thought like she was going to give him like jewelry, this and that, blah, blah. And he fucking stabbed her.
She thought it was a puppy.
Yeah. She kept saying it. She thought it was a puppy. And then she thought she felt like something warm.
Yep.
Her in the neck like twice. And she felt blood coming out. And the guy still had like 2 knives in his hand. Like all this crazy shit.
I mean, she's expecting and she gets...
Like she literally, because she was like, I thought I was gonna be a dog because we talked about getting a dog, and then there was a knife in my neck.
Yeah,
well, she's dumb.
A husband on trial for attempted murder was convicted last week of stabbing his wife in the neck after asking her to close her eyes and wait for a surprise. Yeah. Kent Online reports that 34-year-old Sean May of the once proud UNC Tar Heels. I'm just kidding, not the same Sean May.
So I was like, wait, was he a basketball?
Not the same Sean May. Who faced trial at the Maidstone Crown Court in Kent, England, stabbed his wife, Laura May, in the neck. I feel like I should go, in an unprovoked and sudden attack.
Yeah, it's not like
Prosecutor Robin Griffiths told the jury that the couple had recently returned from a trip from Korea and that Laura had no idea that there were any issues in the marriage. Griffith said the defendant, however, planned the attack after his employer fired him for buying Amazon items from a work account. He thought he would have issues paying their mortgage and said he intended to kill himself afterward.
Mm-hmm. So he wanted to kill her than kill himself.
Yeah.
Because he got fired and didn't want to tell her.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Just kill yourself.
I didn't know if it was Indian or if he was like from Harry Potter.
And then he looked at her and he said,
Stop me, you little
he told me to lay on my back, which I did, and he placed something over my eyes. I thought it was a tea towel, Laura testified. I said to him, this had better be a puppy because we had talked about having one, but he said, it's not a puppy.
It's a knife.
He then started counting 10, 9, 8, 7, 5. They skipped 6.
Yeah, it skips it.
5.
They did like 5.4.
4, 3, then 2.4.
4, yeah.
2.3. I was getting annoyed. He did this 2 or 3 times. He never reached 0. Then it was just silent, and I suddenly felt a pressure on my shoulder.
Oh my God, if I ever do that to you, fucking I'm gonna kill you.
I thought an animal had been thrown on me. Something was clawing at me.
No. I mean, could you imagine, like, if sorry. If I took
you?
that long.
Take your phone off.
Is it me? Oh, it's
Yeah. It's Chandler.
Don't dox nobody.
Hi, friends.
Hey, let's do that. Let's do that elsewhere. We're kind of in the middle of something. Yeah, watch out.
That's someone who has been married. You have full trust in someone, no issues in your marriage, just get back from vacation. Hey, close your eyes, I have a gift for you. I'd close my eyes.
Okay.
Thinking it's a puppy. And it's a knife.
Man, because I watched Dave Chappelle stand up the other day, I immediately want to go, what does she do?
I know. We can talk about that because
Let's speculate. What do you think it was? Well, obviously he's a psychopath. He's wanting to plan out, close your eyes and surprise, like get you all excited for something and then stab you in the fucking neck. That's not a normal person. So it could have been just she breathed funny.
they had money issues. He just got fired. He was upset about that. He says he claimed to kill himself after. She probably had fucking life insurance and was gonna kill her for the fucking money. That's probably where it's at, honestly. If he had money issues, that's where it predominantly stems from. Is that?
And obviously the girl lived, so
She drove herself to the hospital.
Yeah. Man, they got some thug bitches over in London, man. Shit.
Hey, I just got stabbed in the neck twice, but I'm just going to drive myself to the hospital and...
Be like, medium with a Dr. Pepper. Medium with a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
This is just a bad reception, honey.
Respect my hairy ass.
What's that?
I don't have a hairy ass.
I do.
I could see that.
I do. From all the way over there? Shit.
Well, I mean, that would be my guess.
So, yeah, that's...
I'm like Stevie Nicks.
Rumors.
Best album ever.
I got that on vinyl. I think that's somewhere over there. Maybe over there. But yeah, so yeah, that's what do you think? What do you think she did to deserve getting stabbed in the neck?
Well,
Nothing.
first of all, I was gone for a minute. However,
Oh yeah, this bitch got stabbed in the neck.
Nobody deserves to get stabbed in the neck.
I know.
Ever. And you sure as fuck don't get, you're a dumb biatch. If you're like,
There's nobody gonna come at me
well,
for that.
all I'm
Biatch,
saying
yeah.
is like, if you're like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, I mean, bitch, get the hell out.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Fuck 'em.
The damn bed. Like, what the hell do you think's gonna happen? He's like sitting me down.
Be calling them boys.
I mean, you ask me, I'm telling you. We all
I
know
just-
You're married to this
she
human
is
being.
wrong.
You love
She is
him.
wrong.
You just got back from vacation. Nothing has been wrong in your marriage. You think that this man is legit giving you fucking like a doll or
Well,
fucking
when you
jewelry?
look up and see if he had 2 knives in his hand?
He had like a cloth.
She had a
over-
tea towel over her
She had a
eyes.
tea
Well, he
towel.
had to get up and do that.
And crumpets
there's-
and tea. She had a tea towel over her fucking eyes, so she didn't fucking see it.
It just for some reason when I hear that it's like and then he covered my eyes with a tea towel.
Yeah.
Well, he also,
It just sounds so sweet.
I mean, no, I would not think immediately that I was going to get, like,
Exactly. If
fucking
your husband
killed.
Danny,
However,
if Danny told you to close your eyes,
if Danny was
would
like,
you think he was
hey,
gonna
baby,
fucking stab
take
you?
this Gatorade that tastes like cyanide or whatever the fuck it is, and
No, Gatorade is.
I know,
all
but that's how I think Danny would make me go.
It's
He's
antifreeze.
gonna hand me a Gatorade. That's how I'm gonna go.
They do
You're gonna be like,
antifreeze.
you like them lemon limes? You better get off that
No, I do
investigation
not
discovery.
do lemon limes. I don't do lemon limes because that is.
Because that looks like the shit that's gonna kill you.
I love it. That's all Gatorade.
Don't
I
it?
drink.
That
That's
looks
all
like
Gatorade I
listen.
drink.
How many movies have you seen in which there was some sort of like radiation or chemical waste that did not look like the green Gatorade?
I drink it. That's all I drink.
So I thought that was the point of this story.
I love it.
So you know how to kill Blair?
I
Just
drink
so I can put
Kool-Aid.
antifreeze in my lemon lime Gatorade because that's what I drink.
I know where you're going. What is his name? Bob Jones?
Oh, the one that put the Kool-Aid?
Oh, that was Jim.
Jim
Jones.
I think that was Jim Jones.
It's
the Jonestown Massacre.
Show.
The one that put the
Definitely Jones.
stuff in the Kool-Aid and made everyone drink the Kool-Aid.
He's like,
You know what's
suckers.
crazy is I think what's it, Bhagwan, the guy from the Netflix. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck these things are. Yeah, those little itty bitty aggravating gnats and shit. Probably from my pizza boxes over there because I haven't taken my cardboards. Recycle your cardboards, people, and your plastics and things like that.
Don't use straws, Mr. Owl.
Don't use straws.
Hide your wife.
Hide your wife and hide your kids. They're recycling everybody.
Hide your wives. We're recycling
They're
everybody.
recycling everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Winner, they're recycling everybody.
My favorite YouTube video is the banana bread at work. Have you seen that video?
No.
It makes me smile. So
Smiles are all things.
Since we're on the topic, and I don't want to lose my place, but my favorite one is the guy. He's like his phone rings, and it's a guy with a Mexican looking guy with a sombrero. And is it bad to say Mexican looking guy? By the way, is that bad? If it is, let me know. I'm sorry.
It's only bad when you make it bad. That's fine.
Yeah.
Jesse Harris, Gatorade will save your life.
Jesse.
That's right.
I love Haterade.
But mine is the guy with the sombrero on, and he's like, his phone rings, and he goes, "Bueno," and it's like Liam Neeson going, "I don't know who you are," and the guy's like, "This Juan," and he's like, "But I will find you," and then he's like, "This not Juan."
I'm telling you,
Sorry.
you gotta watch
God,
it.
the internet's good.
It's like this guy from obviously I'm gonna say Chicago because he sits there and he's like,
I'm gonna say Chicago.
because he hates the Cubs. He
gonna
does not like the
Chicago.
Cubs. He doesn't like the Cubs. So I'm gonna say he's from Chicago. He's probably a fucking White Sox fan. I'm gonna assume. So it's this guy and he's sitting there and he's like, "Dude, I got this banana bread at work." And I was like, "Hell yeah. Hell yeah, banana bread at work." It's like my mom said, if good things come to you if you fucking wait for it. And I got banana bread at work. And he's like, but there's a lot of bad things out there, like skunks. That's what he's talking about. He's like, skunks.
Well, you can't stop now.
I know, and he goes,
Keep going.
skunks and fucking scratching your eye and it still fucking itches. The Cubs, man. And doing a job and not getting paid a lot of money. Then he talks about banana bread. He's so excited that someone made fucking banana bread for him at work. And he just keeps
Banana
going,
bread.
"But banana bread at work? Hell yeah." That's the video I
Do you
watched
need some
right now.
banana bread?
It's great. Pull it up right now, Kelsey.
These make
You
banana
cannot
with
be
bread.
people's listening to your shit so you guys can watch YouTube videos.
Yeah,
That's
what
y'all do.
It makes me laugh and it makes me smile and I
All
like
right, what's
that
your
video.
second? What's your
We'll do
second,
that
Bridget?
later. Well, no, I was actually going to go back to the getting stabbed in the neck thing.
That's my favorite.
So here's the thing.
Mind chill.
If everything was like they just get off of this vacation and everything's fine, and this guy obviously is.
Oh, he planned it for sure.
This guy's obviously not having any more of this. He's like, yeah, one vacation is enough. I don't want to do this ever again. But instead of saying, "Hey, honey, listen here. This thing we got just ain't working. And I think on account of us being together for too much just now, I don't think I ever want to do that again. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of this thing." Instead, he chooses to surprise her with a surprise puppy that just so happens to. And she survives.
She survived, but she also wakes up with pulls off the fucking tea towel off her eyes, and he has like 2 knives in his hand, and she's like, "Put the knives down."
What, could he not decide?
Yeah,
I am a tiger. She's a fucking survivor.
Yeah, she's fucking Rocky.
That's right.
Rocky, when he beats the Russian. Yeah, she's fucking Rocky.
She's fucking badass, maybe.
That's not my favorite one.
Still, I think she's a dumb bitch because
Kristin, it's okay to say bitch.
she was a dumb botch. Because
The fuck was that?
anyway, she should have fucking known before then.
If you are married to this human being, you are very misconstrued. There was no cruise. They went to Korea. It is not a fucking cruise. First off, it's very fucking far from a fucking cruise.
Cruise Korea, he's got
Kill Bill in real life. That's right. The Bloody Bride.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Anyway, Cruise Korea.
You didn't fucking go to a cruise. There's no fucking cruise.
I know.
I want to go to a cruise to Korea.
You said Korea.
I do not. I do not.
Either way.
But not.
You should have knocked it down.
I don't know that one. That's just a fucked up situation altogether. And
Cruise Korea. So, it was in Korea.
they did go to.
No cruise though. They just went.
I know. I admitted I was wrong.
Okay, you're fine. Thank you.
Okay, so here I'm just going to read you this headline.
Enlighten me.
Edward
Scissorhands.
Paisnell, Edward Paisnell, as the B children. When he wasn't terrorizing people, he played Santa Claus at the local community center.
And it's not Jersey like the armpit of America. It's like Jersey, like London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1960 and 1971. And yeah. Attacking women and children. His wife, Joan Paisnell, was the founder of a community home in Jersey where, at her request, he once played Santa Claus. So it wasn't like he was a regular guy. I guess he just did it one time.
But still, I mean...
Look at the guy.
Yeah, he looks like
He
fucking...
did not do it one time.
He looks like he fucking kills children and fucking women.
Yeah. No, he definitely did it more than one time.
Wrong
Was he your
suspect.
Santa Claus?
No?
Do you still in that lap?
Well, unless you're giving me Jim hologram. Well, when I believed in
I could see
Santa-
that, Jesse.
Oh,
My
when
dad
I-
was Santa at Hardee's.
Oh my God, is that Jesse? Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
Suspicion for the attacks initially fell on an eccentric agriculture worker and fisherman, Alphonse Legastos.
Yeah, they never solved these cases.
Who was arrested but released through lack of evidence. Public suspicion remained so strong, however, that Legastos' cottage was burnt down in an act of arson.
Yeah.
Name that I'm not going to say again, fearing for his life, led to Les Ecker, where he spent 14 years in self-imposed exile on La Marmotère.
But he
And
killed
the second
himself.
Self-styled killing
The
actress.
first guy killed himself, and they thought it was that fisherman guy, and they thought it was like a police officer. They like pinned it. They tried to pin it on fucking everyone, but the guy ended up killing himself, and they never solved any of these cases.
Okay, so yeah, he was stopped by police after running a red light and then attempting to evade police pursuit. In the car, which he had stolen earlier that evening, were discovered several pointed sticks and elements of his beast costume. In December 1971, he was convicted of 13 counts of assault, rape, and sodomy and sentenced to 30 years in prison.
Do you see this mask? It's very scary.
Are you still like trying to tie this in with Mindhunters?
Mindhunters is so good.
Because I was like, wait, is that one guy?
Oh, fuck. Do you want to hear something creepy about him? Edmund Kemper?
No, well, I know that guy. I love
know
him.
him?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. You know I'm weird.
Do you want to hear something really creepy about that?
What, that he made his mom suck
No.
his dick? Oh,
She didn't have much of a choice.
yeah, exactly. It was her head.
Let's just say she was out of her head at that time.
But he was very honest about it, and he went back to the fucking cops and was like, yo, I killed my mama.
Takes a long time to strangle someone.
Like, he was...
5 or 10 minutes if they're strong-willed.
Yeah.
Weird guy. But the prison
weird
that he was in,
guy.
the prison that
I
he
think
was,
it's
I think it goes without saying, the prison that he was in came up with this program for deaf people. And he has been recorded reading hundreds of books. So a lot of audio books that people listen to is fucking Edmund Kemper
Good for him.
reading to them, and they have no idea.
He seems like I would probably be the only fucking serial killer that I would like be okay with like meeting, and he's still alive.
Yeah.
He's still hanging
Oh, he'd
in
love
there,
to talk
man.
to you.
I'm sure he would.
He loves to talk.
Season 3.
I wonder, do you think he's like seen Mindhunter?
Yeah.
And like watches himself and like,
Yeah. Probably.
They didn't get the eyes quite right.
Yes, I totally think
or whatever.
like, do you think like he is like set? I mean, it's on Netflix.
Somebody
like, do they
else-
have that?
Well, surely they had to
They
interview
have
him
that.
to do the fucking. Surely
Well,
they
have,
had
like, so
to.
much, and Kemper has been on so much shit, dude.
I don't think
for
they.
sure.
I mean, he has a rights. He's in prison, so like they don't need a
Yeah,
permission to
I
like.
think he's one of those smart ones that he has some shit.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying like they don't need to ask his permission to do these things and stuff. There's so many videos of him
He's
in
probably
interviews, because like you just
Yeah.
said, he likes to talk. Like he's
Yeah.
been on a lot of interviews, so people will probably just watch those tapes of him doing this, and they were good with it.
Yeah, there's a really good one on YouTube that's like
Yeah,
an hour
hour
long or
long,
something like
yeah.
that, like 50 minutes or something like that. It's fucking good. He's really smart. Honestly, about the shit that he did, like the horrible shit that he did.
But that's kind of what all of them do. I feel like in
Yeah.
a weird
he
way.
made his mom's head suck his dick.
I hear you, Jesse.
That's
Catch you later on, buddy.
weird.
Nothing like Kemper. Right,
He
Jesse.
is like the. What are you guys watching?
Night night. Night
Good
night,
night,
Jesse.
Oh, that's the buzzer on that story, I
Okay,
guess.
Sarah.
I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, maybe that's the buzzer on that story.
Are we done? So we're done talking about Kemper? 'Cause-
No, we can talk about Kemper all you want. We can talk
I'm
about
sorry.
fucking Mindhunter. Now here's a Mindhunter. I think
seriously,
is if you're getting people. I feel like I'm on a list.
Okay, whatever you need to do, or this is your day.
Yeah.
No. I feel like I'm on a list from the shit that I've watched on Netflix, like with
Oh,
things like
yeah, me
Mindhunter.
too.
If there's a list that somebody can be on, I think I'm on it.
Yeah, me too. I feel like the FBI's like, we need to just watch this girl.
Well, I knew for a fact that when I said like top 5, like we'd be fucked. Because they all know us. But they would know that I need a chalkboard.
Well.
Chalkboard, chalk pens, and the body's over here.
Well.
Type of thing.
What?
Exactly.
Oh, what?
And one time at band camp,
What? What?
Literally.
Literally.
Motherfucker. I don't like that.
Kristen, you can say motherfucker.
Yeah, but I don't like being
This is
on.
literally the most fun one could have.
Literally, I'd rather not be a basic batch and.
Okay, Cher, calm down.
No.
So, in Ohio folklore, the Loveland frog, also known as the Loveland lizard, is a legendary humanoid frog described as standing roughly 4 feet tall, allegedly spotted in Loveland, Ohio. According to legend, a local man reported seeing 3 frog-like men with leathery skin, webbed hands and feet at the side of the road in 1955. In 1972, the Loveland frog legend gained renewed attention when Loveland police officers sighted and killed an animal they later identified as a large iguana that was missing its tail. University of Cincinnati folklore professor Edgar Slotkin compared the Loveland frog to Paul Bunyan, saying that stories about it have been passed down for several decades and that sighting reports seem to come in predictable cycles. In May 2014, the Loveland frog legend was made into a musical titled Hot Damn, It's the Loveland Frog.
It's like the lizard man.
The only reason I bring that up is because Ohio's trying to get on that fucking lizard man shit.
Exactly. They want to fucking be fucking Sherrall without a lizard man.
That's Bishopville. Close enough.
Close enough.
Say the damn word.
But I read that earlier tonight and I was dying laughing. Like, literally.
Literally.
No, but did you see the one story? It was like these kids playing Pokemon Go in like 2000, like 2 years ago or whatever, and they took a picture of the frogman.
Oh, the frogman, yeah.
They took a picture of him. And they were like, was it what?
Chase.
This is in Ohio.
It was first cited in 1955 with some versions of the story specifying the month of May.
Oh.
There are 3 different versions of that story that only differ slightly from each other, and the 3 stories start the same way, with a businessman or traveling salesman driving along an unnamed road late at night. The stories start to diverge at this point. In one story, the driver was heading out of the Branch Hill neighborhood when he spotted 3 figures stood erect on their hind legs along the side of the road.
That's a good word.
Well, safer than a tube sock.
With leathery skin and frog faces. In the other 2 versions of the story, the creatures were spotted under or over a poorly lit bridge. There are a number of bridges in Loveland going over the Little Miami River. There's a Little Miami, Miami, Ohio. Yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay. The story tells of the businessman. Yeah. The story of the Big Ben businessman watching the figures converse for a while until one of the creatures held a wand over its head and fired a spray of sparks, startling the observer into fleeing the scene. Oh my goodness. I could not find the... That's what I was looking for, Tammy.
Clean your hands.
It's Expelliarmus. Expecto Patronum.
Well, this is my house.
Yeah.
It's American Dad.
But yeah, I mean,
But it's everybody.
they just want to be the lizard man and they can. It's fine.
They don't want none of that lizard man.
You got nothing, Ohio.
Damn it, Ohio, you got shit.
You got shit.
You ain't got a dick, Ohio. You ain't got nothing,
You
man.
got that lizard man. You got that frog
It's
man.
all built up. And nothing.
Yeah.
That's what you got, Ohio.
Yeah,
Nothing.
nothing.
Just kidding. I don't mind Ohio.
I'm not from there, don't
Fucking
worry.
me. Fucking me, man.
From Ohio.
You gotta quit giving those blowjobs.
But they have King's
Ooh.
Dominion.
King's is the tits.
That's what Jamie says. But they have King's Dominion.
Sounds good. But no, man.
And they got Janessa.
Yes.
And Janessa.
I love Jen. She's a shit.
Thank you, Jan.
You get the balls.
Be my girlfriend. I'm gay. Nah.
I don't know what you guys are saying. Let's talk about serial killers again.
Oh.
Or
The-
top 5 people that we could kill.
Oh,
Should be
no.
now.
Yeah,
We
what?
can't do
I'll
that.
let you know later.
That's
I
like,
think they all know them.
we
That's not
can't
a
tell
joke.
all our secrets to the world.
They'll
Just
know.
most of them.
Or maybe they won't
I find
know.
it comforting to tell my secrets to the world.
You know what's funny? Is
I've told
those
my
people
secrets.
know,
I've told
but they
these
don't
people-
know.
I like some of my secrets to myself.
I've told these people I have said the story of the time on this podcast. I've said the story of the time that I scared the shit out of you and almost killed myself one night
Well, that's
Yeah,
scary.
on this podcast.
Okay.
I've told that whole story on here. I've aired all my shit out.
Yeah.
I take the power away from it.
Power of the pussy.
I take the power away from the story.
Power of the pussy.
I don't take the power away from that.
Oh,
I'll
does
leave
she
that
want to
shit.
hear
be
her version?
powerful, and that is just like
Yeah. No, we lived together. He knows.
I know.
It was.
I know.
It was. Hey, we've all been there.
Was it?
We've all been.
Depressed.
Yeah, that's life. It's like how you overcome that and what you do after that is
Are
what
you okay
makes
with
you.
this being out again?
Yeah.
I don't think he would have brought it up if he wasn't.
I don't care. I was just trying to say. You're talking about secrets. I was like, I've given like only couple of secrets that I've still got that like. I mean, everybody knows about them. I just haven't aired them out on like.
Cards are on the table.
It's okay. I took the shotgun away from him that night.
Yeah. I was definitely. She left and I was sitting at the fucking trash can cutting up fucking shells so I wouldn't use them. So she'd know I was like not gonna do it.
Well, you know what that means? Damn good friend.
Damn right.
Ride or die.
Somebody save me.
Oh, Lord.
I don't care how you. Hammersmith nude murders.
Oh, yes.
Kristen's
like, you had me at nude.
Nice segue.
You had me at nude.
Go.
By the way, all these cool things happen in England.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's not because of that.
What are you, British
bored. Now? No, I did not. I was like
no.
talking moaning to you.
No,
I said
fucking
no.
crumpets and tea. Top of the morning tea.
Krampus?
Krampus
don't want you to go to the escape room.
Krampus is the bad
escape
Santa.
room that I want you to
Oh
come
man,
to.
Krampus is just a horned beast that stands on its hind legs and comes to bad little boys and girls and steals their souls away from their families.
That's because I want you. Yeah, I said it a lot.
Adam Scott is in that movie.
Is it Zach Morris time out?
T for time out.
Zach Morris time out.
Yes.
I'll freeze.
So I just want you to go to the escape room with me.
I'm
well, fucking. Fuck you, bitch. You know you. Okay, so. I told you to let me. Okay, and see.
I like that one.
The Hammersmith nude murders was a series of 6 murders in London, England in 1964 and 65. The victims, all prostitutes, were found undressed in or near the River Thames, leading the press to nickname the killer Jack the Stripper.
How clever. Jack the Stripper.
Uh-huh.
2 earlier murders committed in 1959 and 1963 have also been linked by some investigators to the same perpetrator. Despite intense media interest in one of the biggest manhunts in Scotland Yard's history, the case is unsolved. All forensic evidence gathered at the time is believed to have been destroyed or lost. Dum dum dum. That was even worse.
Where's the Golden Girls clue when you need it?
Thank you for being a friend.
You're welcome. It was in the lanai with the fucking freaking purse.
It's Sophia's purse.
And it's Blanche. It's always Blanche.
Yeah, she's a whore.
Bastard.
Blanche
You know what? She was. But she knew it.
But she owned it.
She owned it.
She owned the fuck out of it. That's why she was awesome. So anyway, so back to
okay. All the fun things that Jack the Stripper. I thought that was clever.
No, are you trying to get me to guess a person? Because I feel like you like wrapped all that up like I should like knew who it was.
No, it's Jack the Stripper.
It was. I love Jack the Stripper. Is he over at Derriere's on Mondays? Because that's it.
You know what I think of when I think of strippers? I think of Danny DeVito when on that Friends episode for Monica.
Oh, man.
Remember Danny DeVito? And he's dressed up as a cop and like.
And then he stays and has Thanksgiving with him or something or whatever it was.
But now you
or no, was it Christmas?
That makes me laugh. It makes me.
See, because now you got me all fucked up because I'm thinking of him a fucking Batman.
Danny DeVito. That's the best Danny DeVito, but it's the worst, looking one.
His little corner. Oh, I know, it's so sad. He has an umbrella.
And just breathing, just spitting up that black water.
Black shit.
I loved him so much.
That's okay.
That was actually a pretty good Batman.
Oh, dude, Batman.
Sorry.
That one was okay.
It was good. I didn't mind that one.
No, the first two.
I love me some Michelle Pfeiffer.
Tim Burton directed the Batman the best. I'm sorry, the first two are the best.
The best Catwoman. I'm sorry.
Michelle Pfeiffer. I love Michelle Pfeiffer from that role.
And she fucking like.
I think I still got wood.
Meow, and she like
I just
licks
got
the
hard.
milk, dude. She's a fucking shit.
Yeah, I think I still got wood.
She
in that.
like nailed it, dude.
I like that.
For
Just
sure.
then she
Yes. And
no,
then she was like,
but then she licked the fuck out of that
Yes.
Batman costume. Man, I was like,
Yes. And-
yes, please.
And she like
Sign me up for
Then
that.
she woke up and she was like, meow, meow.
We had this debate the other night. Who do you think's a better Joker, Jack Nicholson
Yes.
or
Automatically.
I don't.
I don't-
Heath Ledger?
Jack Nicholson.
I think that Jokers, just like Batmans, cannot be compared with each other because each of them are completely different.
Well,
No, you also have two other.
It's weird
Jokers,
because if you
though.
want to talk about true to like
true
the
story,
comics,
I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to blow both of them out.
yeah,
of the water.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, Tyler Brown has made some stupid good posters for the movie. Like he's made some ridiculous Joker posters that he's. Have you seen the ones that he's been sharing lately? He's made those. He's not like sharing pictures of them. He made those himself. Wow. The Joker art shit that he's been doing. You'll see it later. It's all over. Dude, he's killing it.
I just feel, Joaquin Phoenix is an amazing actor. He's Jack Nicholson. Oh my God.
Well, that
We
one's
were
our
given
favorite
two
Batman,
op-
just
we gave us
because.
two options, right? Well, like if I'm thinking about Batman, I'm gonna be
We
really
legit
fucking
had
honest
this
with you. It's fucking
conversation
Michael
on
Keaton.
Monday night.
Sure.
I like Michael Keaton as Batman.
Oh, he's the best Batman.
He's my
I'm
favorite.
sorry, he's the
Scoot
best.
in on that a little bit, Chris.
What? Oh well.
I think Michael Keaton is the best
fucking
Batman.
Batman.
Michael Keaton was funny as Batman. Like he was like
No.
There's not been another Batman.
He's the original Batman.
I mean, but his character was funny. He brought a humorous spin to the Batman
I
character.
don't see that. Like you think that
Because he was a funny guy.
Yeah, well,
Like,
because it was like
there's been no Batman
it was
like him
very,
since, is
Like
what I mean.
comically, like
Yeah.
it was like the
Well,
comic.
because
Right.
Tim Burton
Yeah.
directed
He's a
it, and he
stand-up.
made it. Tim Burton made it more like the legit comics. That's
Yeah.
why
Yeah, we know that.
those two first movies are the best two Batmans to be, because Tim Burton was extremely true to what Batman should be to the comics, and that's why I appreciate it. And I think those are the
Yeah.
two best Batmans they are.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's the best Batman. Jack Nicholson, best Joker.
I'll give you that. I like Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton the
I'm
best.
sorry,
probably.
I think
that's just
they're-
my favorite. It's the first one I got into.
And I love Heath Ledger, and I'm super glad he won an Oscar for it. But he died, and they gave it to him because he died. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
But
He got Nirvana.
He did a very good job. I'm not discrediting him because I love him, and I'm saying this on.
He was a pretty good actor. He should have won for 10 Things I Hate About You. Shit.
He should have won for Brokeback Mountain. I can't quit you.
I can't quit you.
I'm just saying he's a phenomenal actor. But he,
You know that movie was all right until they start like rolling over and like I'm like, bro.
spitting on each other's dick.
Well,
Well, that's what you need. Sometimes you just need a little like pick me up.
I mean, everybody else in the group went to go see Hostel, and I had this girl that I was trying to talk to, and she wanted to go see that.
Hostel? She's like, oh, I love that. You just literally thought like we were talking about The Notebook, because she was like, oh, I love that movie. We're talking about Hostel.
I've actually never seen The Notebook.
Well,
Blair. I've never watched it in my life.
That's why we're friends.
We fight. That's what we do.
That's why we're friends.
Actually, is totally different. And Hostel.
Yeah, but you literally like had a heartfelt moment, like you were fucking watching Homeward Bound or something. I don't know.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Marley and Me.
Well, let's
Never another movie I never watched.
I'm just trying to say.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like that Batman, but I liked The Dark Knight a lot.
I agree. I love Christopher Nolan. Amazing director, phenomenal director. I love all, besides the last one. I don't think the last one was that great with Bane and all that stuff. And Catwoman or Batwoman, whatever. I didn't really particularly like that. The Batman Begins and Dark Knight, I loved.
Batman Begins was good. Dark Knight was great, just because I don't know. I've always liked Christian Bale. I was a big American Psycho fan, and I like to think about Patrick Bateman being Batman. Like
Huey Lewis in the News.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Whitney Houston's self-titled album featured 4 #1 singles.
the book is phenomenal, and I wish
watched it last night.
that they actually could have truly done what they talked about in the book, but they couldn't. I mean, they touched on like the coat hanger abortion and all that kind of stuff.
I can't read, so
No, they went into detail.
I can't read or nothing. So.
But it's great. I love that movie. And the soundtrack's great. I like the beginning scene. He's like Katrina in the waves.
B square.
The Katrina in the waves walking on sunshine when he's like walking down. Like that's like the beginning scene of the whole movie. It's like such an uplifting, fun song, and he's fucking serial killer.
It's so good, man.
Talk about the fucking. I love the scene with the business cards. Well,
dude, that whole scene was great.
Minus egg white with the bold.
It's called Bone. With raised lettering. And do you have Paul Allen's card?
And he's like, fuck. His card's better
It's
than mine.
perfect.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. Not too bright. Not too dim.
I love that. I love like the
detail
person,
that he's going through his
almost
mind.
like the third person. Like I just actually recently watched Fleabag on Amazon. I don't know if you ever watched it. It's so good. I feel like I relate to her because she's like kind of a fuck up.
Yeah.
She owns a failing cafe, and like her friend accidentally committed suicide. She was just supposed to. She broke up with her boyfriend, and she was like supposed to like just get hit by a cycle. And they're English, so it's like a cycle, but she actually got hit by a cycle and flown to like a car. But she's like a whore. She just fucks anything. It's so really. But she talks in like
That's
like
fun.
like a third person. Like she sits there and dissects the scene, but like looks and talks to us. Not like an Office or fucking Parks and Rec. It's like
A narration.
Yeah, and it's so I love, you know me, my TV shows. I was looking up like some of the highest nominated Emmys this year, and it's nominated for 11 Emmys. So I was like, oh, maybe I should watch it.
I've almost lost my faith in the system though. So anytime that I see something that's like getting a lot of praise from like award shows, I usually stay away from it.
Well, I mean, I also looked online, like some of the streaming top best shows or whatever to watch on streaming devices, and it was like number 2. And I was like, I'll give it a chance. But it's really, Kelsey, you'd like it.
Do you have a way to watch Showtime shows?
Yeah.
You should watch Kidding.
Kidding, yeah.
Jim Carrey's show.
yeah.
It is so fucking good. He plays like a Mr. Rogers type, but he's just fucking depressed and just sad. And it's just his life is so. I know that sounds awful, but it's so good.
It's Jim Carrey. So yeah.
Yeah, he wrote "I'm Dying Up Here," which I watched 2 seasons of
yeah.
that. That was really, really good. But I also Daryl, my drummer, was telling me earlier, and I need to watch The Righteous Gemstones on HBO.
It's good.
I haven't seen any of it.
But
yet.
it's good. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I think there's 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It's Danny McBride.
Of course, yeah.
So, I mean,
the
it's,
cast is,
you know,
is off the charts good.
Yeah, and it's Danny McBride, so he is such a...
And apparently the lead singer from Sugarland is fucking John Goodman's wife. Jennifer Nettles plays John Goodman's wife.
Well, his wife died, so...
Oh, somebody's wife then.
I think it's...
Maybe Danny McBride's wife? I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet. So
I think it's Danny McBride's wife. I don't know who Sugarland is. I'm sorry, I don't listen to country music. So.
I don't either. But when we still listen to country music, they were the ones that were popular.
She had big boobs.
I'd imagine.
It was probably her then.
She sounded like I'm sitting here thinking about the clock on the wall.
I think
sounded like a big titty
I
girl.
bet it's Danny McBride's wife.
But yeah, I want to watch that show. There's a lot of shit I can do. Like by Tyler Brown. So, do you want to... We got one left, and it's the one you sent.
Yeah. Okay.
You can take the whole thing.
Did you look at it at all?
I looked. I didn't read the whole thing, but I read.
I mean, I don't want to put this guy's shit on Front Street because he, works with my dad and stuff. But like, it's a very interesting story. Like, it's his first wife, and just knowing him and talking to him and like being around him, and him talking about her in this way, it's like it's kind of crazy. Like they made a Lifetime movie. They made a book, Beyond Obsessed. It also stems to, the Dee Dee and Gypsy Rose type deal. Like kids get pushed to to a point to where they're you know what I'm saying, and they necessarily don't want to do it themselves, but they like get a guy to do it for them. But I mean, this guy works with my dad. It was his first wife, and she went to court, did all the things, and she didn't go to prison, but her boyfriend did. And he actually gets out, and it happened in 1987.
Now, have we told the story yet?
No, I mean you can pull it up and read it, the whole thing, but it's she was.
So. Yeah. The headline is a teen daughter's plot to murder her own mother.
Yeah.
So, Karen Aparo claimed that years of verbal abuse led to the murder of her mother, but it was Karen's boyfriend, Dennis, who carried out the deed and paid the price. When former social worker Joyce Aparo was found strangled in 1987, the power of her community in Glastonbury, Connecticut, were shocked. Who would want to kill her? But the truth about who murdered Joyce and why was much darker. For over a year, Joyce's teenage daughter Karen had conspired with her boyfriend, Dennis Coleman, to murder her. The motive? Karen claimed to have suffered years of physical and psychological abuse at the hands of her mother. She had to go, Karen told Dennis, and she'd do it with or without him. In a dangerous game of manipulation and lies, Karen had Dennis wrapped around her finger, and he'd do anything to satisfy her, even murder. Richard Hammer's horrifying true crime book, Beyond Obsession, dives into a daughter's conspiracy against her mother, a young boy's deadly infatuation, and the brutal murder that shocked a small town.
Yeah.
See, I think that's where I stopped reading earlier.
It goes in detail to where he strangled her with pantyhose. Well, first off, she made her mom a sandwich. Her mom asked her to make her a sandwich,
How
and
kind.
she put sleeping pills in it. She crushed up sleeping pills.
That'll do it.
And put it and gave her the sandwich, and her mom said the relish went bad or whatever. It was she only took 2 bites. She didn't pass out because the boyfriend was sitting there waiting for her to flash the lights to come in and do it.
Yeah.
And never did, but he came in and he supposedly strangled her with pantyhose and all this crazy stuff. But he tried to convince the jury that Karen wanted him to do this. It
was like a Manson type situation.
Yeah, like it was her idea, it was her plot, it was everything. She was on trial. She never went to jail, but the guy, he's still in prison. He got charged 34 years and he actually gets out in 2 years.
Now, just curious, did this all happen before the guy married her?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
That was his first wife. And
surely him finding out about that is why she was his first wife and not his current wife.
Yeah, but
because he couldn't have known that before getting married.
No, he didn't. He actually found out later. So I don't think he's from Connecticut. I don't know where he's from, but I don't think he's from there. But him taught I just found this out because Christmas party last Christmas. I'm actually sitting beside him. He's talking about it. My mom was like, "I just bought the book about your ex-wife," and I was like, "Oh, what about your ex-wife?" And he's like, "Oh, she killed her mom."
Bitch should be killing.
He was like, "She killed her mom." Oh, she didn't like get charged for it, but like pretty much she killed her mom and got her boyfriend to do it and blah blah blah. And I was sitting there, I was like, oh God. I was like, you were married to her. It's like these like the things I could say.
Yeah, no shit. That's fucking weird.
To know that you're married to someone that's like, I don't know.
Capable of doing shit. Well, in the same breath, we've all hung out several fucking times with the guy who killed his wife in the fucking...
Yeah, married. Yeah.
We've
I
all
saw
done
her
that.
2 days prior before it happened. So yeah.
Both of them have been here. Like, he slept on that couch. We've like taken acid together. It's like we were fucking tight.
It just goes to show, like, you put someone to a point,
Everybody has a breaking point.
and it's scary to see when they reach that point and what they do. So it really shows who they are as a person. We've all reached our breaking point.
Oh yeah.
I know you have. I know I have. I mean, my God, I've reached it last weekend. I reached my breaking point, but I'm not going to go out and fucking kill a bitch.
Are they dead?
I mean,
I ain't gonna kill a bitch. Fuck.
I thought about it. Just kidding.
No, I've spent
kidding.
a
I
lot
would
of time.
never.
There's no way that we haven't thought about it just because of the shit that we watch. Because you watch shit the same way that I do, in which you put yourself into that situation. Like, you're like, okay, what would I do if I had just done what this person did? And then you try to figure out what happens next.
That's like Heath Ledger. We're just zooming back. That's why Heath Ledger killed himself, because if you research, like, he legit he talked with Jack Nicholson, like he talked to Tim Burton, he talked to all these people, and Jack Nicholson told him, it's like, don't get too deep into this character because I did this, and it will bring you to a dark place.
Yeah.
He was like, don't get too wrapped up into this because it's
so weird, too.
It's scary. He's like, it's a scary place to be.
It's almost like Jack Nicholson, like, prepared himself for that role by doing all the other creepy shit that he did up into that. Like, Heath Ledger hadn't done anything like Joker until he got to Joker.
Yeah.
So he hadn't primed himself up for that.
I mean, my God, here's Johnny. I mean, he was in The Shining. Like, Jack
Right.
Nicholson's
I
done,
watched that the other night, too.
like, he's done a lot of things.
I've seen the previews to the Dr. Sleep.
Red Rum.
Yeah, it's going to be so good.
I can't wait to see that, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. But I think that he was trying to warn him not to let this role take over his life, because it kind of did that with him.
Yeah.
And he tried to pre-warn him. But, Jack Nicholson's a fucking badass bitch. And he didn't let it get to him the way it did with Heath. But, I mean, that is something that can consume you, take you down a downward spiral. Like, so, yeah, I mean, I feel bad for, him killing himself and stuff. But, I mean...
Have you ever seen the movie that he was making when he killed himself?
Yeah, the one with
The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That movie is also, like, very creepy. To come out of the Joker and go into that was...
I wonder what Jack Nicholson's next movie was after.
Let's see.
Let's see.
It would be...
You're going to pull it up on
Yeah,
our phones.
I don't know where my phone is. Oh, it's right here.
Because that was 1989, I do believe, was the first Batman, 89.
So he would have done...
Terms of Endearment was like 85. He's still has the most Oscars out of any man.
The Two Jakes.
Never heard of that.
Man Trouble, then A Few Good Men, then Hoffa.
So you can't handle the truth.
But Jack Nicholson's just fucking... I don't know if he's ever played a not crazy person. Like, he's...
Terms of Endearment. That's a great movie.
I don't know if I've seen that.
He won an Oscar for that movie. Just like
That's probably why I haven't.
with Shirley MacLaine and Deborah Winger, whatever the one, Officer and Gentleman.
Oh,
She gets cancer and she dies, and like Shirley MacLaine is her mom, and like he's the next door neighbor, and they end up dating, and he always dated younger people. It's a good movie.
Aw.
He won an actor for best supporting role. He won.
Aw.
It's good. There you go with your fucking punching hand.
Oh yeah, that's my power hand right there. This like you come at them like this right here, and they ain't expecting that.
Yeah.
And then they open their mouth, and you catch their fucking teeth, and then you got teeth all over the fucking floor.
I really thought that you really did get a fight.
Yeah, well, what can you do?
It happens.
Well, we covered all of our little things that we had sent back and forth to each other. Do you want to? Anything random? You want to talk about like any random shit? I watched. I know you don't like the same kind of scary movies that I like, but I watched Hereditary and Babadook the other day, and both of those were like decent. And I also watched Annabelle Comes Home, and I also watched The New Pet Cemetery,
I watched that
which
one.
was okay.
Yeah, but it was a girl instead of...
I don't mind that kind of shit. I don't mind that.
I'm sorry. There's just certain movies you don't remake. Pet Cemetery's one. I actually kind of like the It movies.
John Lithgow carried that movie, by the way, The Pet Cemetery.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Abso-fucking-lutely. So did the guy from fucking The Munsters. He played his character. What's his name? I can't remember.
I don't
it.
fucking remember.
But I mean, there's just certain things you just don't touch.
I'll say this though: the new It is better than the old It.
Well, that was never. I mean, it was a
mini
miniseries. It never was like a
yeah. I wish I
movie,
would have gotten
you know?
to. I wish I would have gotten to see that cast back then make this movie. Like if that
Tim Curry?
cast would have been
Fucking Tim Curry's amazing.
unleashed, but he was. But dude, this, and by the way, Skarsgård
Yeah, Alexander
is
his brother.
gonna.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Well, yeah. But Alexander Skarsgård is going to play the guy in The Stand now.
okay.
So they're doing all the Stephen King movies, and he's going to be the guy in The Stand, big bad.
Yeah.
And but yeah, what's his name? The other Skarsgård brother.
I can't think of his name.
Fucking kills
he does a great
this role. Tim Curry gave his blessing before I saw the first one, so I knew that it was going to be good.
I'm sorry, Rocky Horror is like my jam.
Yeah.
He's my fucking freaking Frankfurter. And to see him like in a wheelchair now, it just breaks my heart. But I did see that he gave his blessing and was like, this movie makes me happy.
Yes.
He's like, it makes me proud to do, what I did 20 years ago.
Cheer him up. I'll give him a balloon.
But yeah, so to hear him say that and do that, but yeah, I think I'm excited because it's got, what's his name from, the new one's got a lot of people in it.
Oh,
It's,
shit. Bill Hader, James McAvoy,
the
fucking...
guy from This Is Us, who also...
I don't watch that one.
Yeah, but he's also in O.J. Simpson, the
People versus...
he won an Emmy for that. But yeah, he's it's got a bunch of people. The girl with the red hair.
I can't remember her name.
the
I
Hill.
want to say Brie Larson, but I know that's not who it is. And then I wanted to say Bryce Howard, but I also know that's not her either.
Brie Larson's Miss or Captain Marvel or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Shit. I guess
she was
she
was in Room.
Bryce Howard is what I was thinking, but she's the girl from
she's Jurassic
Park and Oculus.
And Black Mirror.
And Black Mirror. That was good. Black Mirror knocks it out of the park every time, I think.
But have you seen this new season?
Yeah.
Not as good.
The Miley Cyrus episode was the better.
Yeah.
The better of all of them.
I like the first one with the being gay with his
Is that
friend.
going to be on CBS instead of? Oh man, that would be better. They get to let it out a little bit, unleash themselves.
No.
But yeah, the red-haired girl, I can't remember her name either.
No,
but
she's the girl from The
she
Help.
was good.
She's in The Help.
I did watch that. That was the one where the woman shit in the pie, right?
Yeah, and she fed it to her.
Yeah.
She ate it. Xavier Spector.
That's right.
Yeah, she's a great actress.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
But yeah, I the new season of Black Mirror is not good to me.
I didn't mind it, but I think that it's too and I actually liked the Topher Grace episode too.
Oh,
that one was
yes,
good.
actually, that's probably my favorite one with the and actually that guy's in Fleabag. That's funny. The guy who kills himself.
Yeah, but he's also in a fuckload of other shit
Yeah, I
too.
looked it up, yeah.
God, I recognize him from something specific.
He's like black eyes. They're weird. It scared me.
Maybe Sherlock.
I'll have to look it up. No,
it doesn't matter.
But he's in Fleabag. He's in the second season. He's a predominant character in the second season.
Yeah.
But yeah.
By the way, I think Topher Grace should play whoever that character was in life because he looked cool as shit in that fucking show.
But it's almost kind of like a Facebook, like he's, and that's why I love that show because it's literally about how technology ruins our life.
It's like real scary shit.
Yeah, like if
real life.
Yeah, my favorite one is the one. I think it was maybe in season 1 or season 2, where it actually won, I think, a Golden Globe or an Emmy, and it was the one where they start off and it's like they're in the 80s, and it's like two girls, they fall in love, they can skip decades.
Dude, that one is awesome. That hard drive life thing where you could just get uploaded to this cloud and
then like it's them,
that's
they
badass.
end up dying. They're like dying, and they're sitting there. They have that program in the back of their mind, and they keep going back to that moment, and it's I don't know, it's just something pure and beautiful about. I don't know. That's definitely my favorite episode. I think it's so good. I love that episode.
One was good. I liked that one a lot.
Also, like the one last season, the first episode of last season, where it's like Star Trek.
Yeah, well, that weirdo. That was so fucking strange.
I like that one a lot.
Was like they could create, but what's so creepy is that, and the one that made me the most uncomfortable, I think, was the one where they could create like little small versions of themselves to just set alarms and to turn the stoves on. It's like, okay, wake you up in 4 months then. Okay, well, 4 years then. And then this they're sitting there in just silence, doing nothing, and there's no food that you can eat. There's nothing sustenance that you need, but just to sit there and be awake. And I guess you can't go to sleep or anything. And fuck that. That was a good one. That one really fucked me up.
I like that one too.
I judge the ones that really make me feel weird about how good they are.
The one that makes me feel weird is like, remember the one where I think they called them cockroaches, and they had like
where they were distorting the faces,
distorting the faces because they weren't pure because they were Jewish or not whatever, and they made them think they were aliens or crazy. And,
the one that goes after the war.
That
one was strong.
That's very like,
all of those episodes are really, really good though.
Heil Hitler, white power.
Yeah,
that's what
no
made
shit.
me feel like.
Yeah, that too, and I honestly just feel like that's how most people in this country would have us view people who are not like
I agree.
us, like not white, and that's just not.
But it also was. They were white. It was like people that were Jewish, people that were.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Different than. I just hope we never get to that point, which
I think we're already there. Honestly.
I know.
But you know what? It's not as bad as I think it is. I don't think the world is as bad as I've thought that it has been for the last however long. I just don't. I don't know. If you know where to look and you know what to pay attention to, the shit's not as bad as we're making it out to be.
In certain ways, yes. In certain ways,
Well, I just feel like we have more access to information now than we've ever had before.
that's
which
our
means
problem
that
in some aspects.
Well, yeah, but it's like we have access to all of the bad information that we want, and the bad information is what gets clicks. So that's what gets thrown in our face the most. So there are a lot of good things that are happening, but that is not getting near the traction just because it doesn't like generate the same traction that the negative shit does.
Well, of course,
It's being shoved down our
news.
throat.
The news only does anything that's negative to get people to watch. They don't post
Yeah.
anything positive. That's why I don't watch the news.
Yeah, I don't either. I listen to podcasts that I appreciate, and I get my news from those people.
Yeah, I mean, it's the world today to me is actually pretty scary. But I mean, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, nothing.
Try to change it, make it better.
We can try to change it and make it better. Well, we're at an hour and 18 minutes, and we're going to
Goodbye, guys.
scoot on out of here, guys. So just in case you skip past all this stuff in the very beginning, I invite you to go to mistuffpodcast.com and screwballwhiskey.com, SKREW ballwhiskey.com. Screwball Whiskey, tomorrow's stories begin right here.
It's delicious.
Yeah, I've heard. I
It's like
I
peanut
tasted
butter.
a little bit.
It's like a scoop of peanut butter in your mouth. It's
Yeah.
delicious. Mix it with cranberry. It tastes like peanut butter and jelly. Actually, guys, try it. You'll thank me later.
Has it hit the inlet yet?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Wherever you are, Screwball Whiskey will be available. And if it's not available already, ask for it, and it will be.
Get it with cranberry. It's delicious.
Delicious.
You'll thank me later.
Yes, you will. So, Blair, I would tell people to follow you on social media, but Blair does not do the social media shit, really.
Not really. But I'll start coming back. It's wintertime. This is when I come alive.
Yep.
So,
We'll be doing some more
We'll be
Sunset
doing some more
Grills and more of
stuff.
this stuff, and doesn't really have to be Sunset Grill. It's easier this way. Just like I would love to get Noah here too, but it's just easier to if you say yes, then perfect.
Yeah.
Because if we get all three of us together and one of us says no, then all three of us are like, yeah, okay. So we'll just. But I like the one-on-ones. These are good.
I agree.
But I do like the Sunset
Thanks,
Grill.
Jesse Harris and Steven.
Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, appreciate you there, old Seventh Kevin. Yeah, so go to mistuffpodcast.com. Check out all of the cool shit that's going on there. Please go to YouTube and Kelsey Hudgins. Subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and our next threshold to reach is 420. Just because,
Do it.
Yeah.
420.
420.
Good number. Do it.
but we're getting closer. We're around the 350 mark right now. So help me get closer to 420.
I'll show my boobs if you do it.
Sign them up. Sign them up.
I got to get that number, though, first before I do it, guys. All right?
Oh, she'll do it.
Oh, I'll do it.
We kick the fuck off YouTube. I don't even care. I'm filming this shit live for myself. Be a Louis C.K. If I Louis C.K'd you, would you feel weird about that?
I love him. I don't give a fuck. Same with fucking Aziz Ansari. Like, he literally jacked off and talked about it.
No, like
I mean, he did some things. I'm sorry. I fucking love him.
No, what he did was apparently he read the thing wrong. Like he read the evening wrong. Like she came back up to his room and he was.
Yeah, I know. He jacked off in front of her.
Well, I don't know that. I think they went down on each other. From what I read in the thing, but either way, like that seemed like it was complete consent, and she changed her mind.
This is the
That's
problem.
what it sounded like to me.
From a woman that has had sexual things bad happen to her.
Yeah.
These women are giving us a bad name, and it fucking disgusts me because I think it is a thing that should be addressed but it should be real in real life and should be addressed appropriately and not try and do this to get famous or to get fucking money. And I'm done with women trying to do that, and it disgusts me to be a woman. For these women to do this, it's disgusting to me.
I'm gonna Louis C.K. the fuck out of you in a little bit.
I fucking love Louis C.K. I love you. I love you. You could jack off in front of me. It's fine. I wouldn't call the police.
Dude, have you seen Dave Chappelle's stand-up when he's like, how would you call the police on this? Like, well, he jacked off in front of me. Like,
and the cop will be like,
you didn't just walk away?
Okay. And he's sitting there and he's like, okay, sure. Like,
yeah. But anyway, I don't want to get that started all up again. We'll talk more about that next time.
about this, yeah.
How did I even think about Louis C.K.? Where did that even come from? Doesn't matter.
You saw my red hair, and that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, I'm doing the jack off motion.
That's good.
That's great.
All right, guys. Yes, mistuffpodcast.com. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Let him get his number and I'll show my boobs.
That's right. That's the one. Because boobs jerking off. That's right. Yeah. Keep it for myself. That's where I got it from. All right. And also go to anywhere podcasts are available and subscribe to MI Stuff Podcast. If you have not already, please do that. And leave some reviews on there so I can get more statistics and more stats and stuff like that. So that'll help me out a lot if you could do that. Please and thank you. Also, please, if you have enjoyed anything that has gone on in this and you want to help out financially at all, there are tip jars on the website, mistuffpodcast.com, in the description of the YouTube videos, all over everything. So if you want to help out, that's where you can do it. So, anywho, that's all I got for you today. I'm going to go ahead and let you get on with your lives. It's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. All right. Be good, people.
Thank you, guys.
Blair Bowdre, Kristin O'Leary.
She's drinking wine now.
Drinking wine
She's
now.
fine.
She's fine. All right, YouTubers and audio folks. I love you. And in a world full of shitty people, don't be one of those people.
Exactly.
Be a good person. Peace, bitches. All right, YouTubers, hang tight for a second. Let's let Norm talk us into this intro here.
Then check out the MI.
Noah Epstein was murdered.
And that's right, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Screwball Whiskey Studios, indeed. Hey, guys, how you living? You doing well? Good. Glad to hear that. So in this episode, I had Blair Bowdre, my youngest friend, or the friend from the youngest age, somebody who grew up with me. We went to kindergarten together. We were children together, ladies and gentlemen. And the very first podcast I ever recorded, she was a part of. So it was awesome to have her back in here today. And we talked about all kinds of cool and crazy shit that you're going to be hearing soon. So I'm not going to give you any spoilers. I will just say that this is definitely probably a little bit creepier of an episode than usual. So yeah, that's what happened. Anyway, please go to mistuffpodcast.com, go to youtube.com and subscribe to Kelsey Hudgins. And we're trying to get the number up to 1,000 subscribers. The next threshold is 420. Blair said she's going to show her tits if we get to 420. Yep. So please, for God's sake, subscribe. It's awesome. You don't want to miss this. So do that. Also, please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Podomatic, anywhere podcasts are available, Castbox, anywhere that podcasts are available. Please subscribe and rate, and review as best that you can. And whether it's good or bad, just please leave reviews. Let me know what you think. And, just so that I can get more stats and up-to-date things on that. I want analytics. That's all I really want. So, yeah. So, without...
You're so the white rabbit.
Please, just give me just a second, guys. Just a second.
I'm sorry, I see the Spice Girls.
Just a second. So, yes, mistuffpodcast.com, youtube.com, Kelsey Hudgins, and click subscribe, and, do all of that.
Kelsey works for Weinstein.
Yeah, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because we can't stop talking about things. This is the only part of the podcast that I need silence. Sorry. Enjoy your content, motherfuckers. Peace. Now we're out.